Looks like Doc Ock's at it again. This is a job for Spider-Man. Alright, let's fight some Guardians. First, let's talk about the armor. This is the ancient set that I'm using now. I think it's tied for like maybe the second best defense in the game. The one it's tied with is the Soldier's set. You can get a bit higher defense using the Champion's Tunic, but this also has Guardian Resist, which, you know, reduces the attacks further that they do, so it's going to be a higher defense than you would get just using, you know, the one with the highest number. It also gives you Ancient Proficiency when you've got the full set, and you've upgraded it at least twice. So that's going to increase the damage done by any of the Guardian weapons. These are just dropped by any of the mini Guardians in the Test of Strength shrines, and those respawn after every Blood Moon. You can also get the Ancient Short Sword or Ancient Blade Saw and a few other ancient weapons in the Akala Ancient Tech Lab. Those also do extra damage to Guardians. They're particularly vulnerable to them. I'll show a couple other weapons as well, just to demonstrate they are immune to status effects. Actually, before that, you can actually blow off some of the legs with bomb arrows. I'll show you. It doesn't get shocked. Get frozen, unaffected by fire. You can freeze them with the Stasis Plus once you have that upgraded. You can dodge the laser because it's not a so I'm just going to take some of the legs off so it stops moving around, and it's a little easier to deal with. Picking up one of the legs usually stuns it for long enough that you can run around and get some of the other ones. So at this point it's completely immobile. You can stun it by shooting it in the eye. And just to demonstrate, I've got the bounce hammer. So it's immune to the POW effect as well. It is healing because it's master mode. It won't do that normally. Still do damage to it. One thing to mention with the Guardian Resist on the armor, if the beam hits something else and you get hit with the splash damage, that doesn't get reduced, but if you hit it directly with the beam, it will. The beam itself isn't hit scan, it's a projectile, so you are able to dodge it if you're quick enough. So the weapon doesn't need to be sharp in order to take the legs off. Get a Savage Liner Crusher here. It is one with pretty high attack power, it's 107, and it will take the legs off. It does take a couple hits. That's not because it's blunt, it's just because it's one of the Guardian weapons. If I switch to one of them, this one only has 40. Takes them off just fine. Switch to a Claymore. Take some more hits with it as well. In order to stun them, the hitbox around the eye is pretty large. And you can also, in addition to arrows, you can throw a weapon off, and that also stuns them. Alright, got one of the ancient shields now, just to demonstrate. This automatically reflects any of the beams. Don't even have to parry. Can be pretty useful. It does take durability damage, so there's that. You can also try to parry, which I did there and missed. I'm gonna switch to a regular shield just to show the difference. If I can actually do it. Normally I can, but I'm trying to demonstrate. Makes it a little less reliable, I guess. Whenever you're recording something and trying to, you know, show it off for YouTube, that's when it doesn't work. Alright, next up, the Guardian, are these flying ones. You can find them either with the propellers flying around like this, or there's a few in Hyrule Castle that are flipped over and don't have the propellers. They're kind of just used as turrets. So there's a couple different things you can do with these. First, you can... if it would stop flying away from me. It can be hard to get the attention of these things, and it's also pretty easy to get them to stop focusing you if you manage to get out of the beam. One of the propellers is gone there. That can also cause them to fly kind of unstable and make it harder for the beam to hit. That is the other way that you normally deal with these, is using the beam reflect. And that one hit. Try not to get knocked off of the edge here. Take out another propeller. I should have picked a different one that's not up on top of this maze. Give me a little more room to maneuver. Stasis them, same as the other ones. And, like I was saying earlier, it loses track of you pretty easily. So now I'm going to chase after it. Kind of inconsistent whether the propellers break off in 2-3 hits or if it takes more. I'm not sure why there's so much variance, but either way. And then once it lands, it's pretty easy to just take them out the same as the other ones. If you can actually get to the hitbox. I'm actually going to use the normal way that you would take these out, usually, is you're going to want one of these ancient arrows, just shoot it in the eye. Normally you wouldn't go through the process of taking off the propellers or anything like that, you would just get bullet time and go for the eye directly. It's definitely way easier, more efficient. But I just took the propellers off for the sake of demonstration to show that you can. This is where you get any of the arrows or weapons, or the shield, as well as the armor. Would avoid using the spear. It's harder to take the guardian legs off with the spear. It's really easy for it to miss. Ancient bow, you don't really need specifically. I'll also link in the description a post that shows the different tests of strength and what weapons you can get, because some of these ones, you can basically get them for free rather than these that you need to buy. It is only the Ancient Shield that has the reflect ability. Any of the ones you get from the shrines don't. So just keep that in mind. And that should be everything you need to know to take out Guardians. If you think I missed anything, leave it in the comments.